So the Badgers take down Michigan 64-59. They hang on. They got up as much as 12 with 10:27 left, and they almost blew it. Michigan tied the game up at one point, but Wisconsin made free throws. They didn't score any field goals down the stretch. They didn't score a single field goal the last 10:47 of the game. But they made free throws when it counted for the most part. But looking at some player performances and who stood out, one is Connor Essegian. He's that guy. Super impressive performance from the freshman. Super talented, super confident. And it was great to see him get to the hoop. He had a dunk in the first half, then twice in the second half. He slashed to the hoop. And it's great to have someone show that they can slash outside a Wall. And Wall hasn't slashed since his injury. And Wall had a rough game. He was 2 of 11 from the field. But the positives I saw from this was I saw him move his feet on defense and cut a guy off more than once. And then I also saw him has some success driving to the hoop. And I don't think he's had one bucket prior to this game driving to the hoop. And his 2 field goals that did make were both drives to the hoop in the second half. So that is a positive sign for Badger fans that he said that his ankle's getting better every day. And I believe it. He is moving better, even though, the field goal percentage wasn't great. Juwan Howard, he got teed up. And Wisconsin almost made him look like a genius because yes, Michigan made that comeback. Yes, Wisconsin didn't score for 10-plus minutes to finish the game, score from the field. But it wasn't because Michigan was playing phenomenal. It was because Wisconsin was missing wide-open threes. Wall got wide open for a layup where he was able to explode and just lay it in, but he just put too much on it, and he missed it. But, yeah, That would have been a tough pill for the Badger fans to swallow, and the season would have been basically over. But now the season isn't over because they have 2 winnable games at home. They have Rutgers on Saturday, then Iowa next week, Wednesday. And I tell you what, those are winnable games. Take it one game at a time. We'll see what happens. But this thing isn't over. It's not time to throw in the towel yet. We'll know much more come next week, Wednesday, on what the prospects of the season look like for postseason play. A few other performances. Crowell, rough performance from the field, 5 of 15, but he did finish with 11 points, 12 boards, 6 assists. Kamari McGee had a spark off the bench. He had 6 points off the bench. Jordan Davis had 5 points off the bench, made some nice hustle plays. Gilmore was solid, battling Hunter Dickinson, who's 7'2", and Gilmore 6'7", so you got to give props to Gilly. But I got to say, Wisconsin's bench, and Jordan Davis in the last few games has been doing his job. But if this Wisconsin bench can build off of this performance and keep producing a little bit, like 11 points, you got to take that if you're Wisconsin, because there's been games where there's been 2 points off the bench. So if they can keep building, that would be huge. That makes Wisconsin such a better team than they are, relying on the 5 starters. And then, yeah, that's basically all I got. Wisconsin, it was an interesting strategy that, just going 10 minutes and 47 seconds without a field goal to close the game.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
But they still did it. Essegian made his free throws. The kid is super confident. But, yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. If this is your first video with me, make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content, and I'll see you next time.